Thursday. From FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. Taking on Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Washington team as they interplay here. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now, for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his third season, Jalen Hurts.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Hurts sets up to throw it. Steps away. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Commanders trot to the field for their first possession, and it's the 7th-year quarterback out of North Dakota State leading the way. His third NFL team, Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz and the Washington Commanders are hoping to provide stability for each other starting in 2022. It's the third team in 3 years for Wentz and the fourth starter in 4 years for Washington. The big thing with Wentz has always been staying on the field. And last season in Indianapolis, he played a full 17 games, leading the Colts to a 9-8 record and almost into the playoffs.
The numbers on the ground for Gibson a week ago. 20 carries, 108 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage.
Gibson gets hit and he fumbles it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The numbers for Sanders last week, 14 carries, 55 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. An option handoff given to Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Sanders again. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood. Not to take it for granted, but it was business as usual for Terry McLaurin, up over 1,000 yards for the 2nd straight year. Now he gets to work with Carson Wentz in Washington, and may be the best receiver Wentz has had to throw to in his entire 7-year career. That connection yields a 1st down with that throw.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. A handoff running left is Gibson. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And out now come the Eagles. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is. And then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later. and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. To throw is Wentz. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And he finds McLaurin. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. On first down, Wentz. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 4 yards to go on second down from the 7. To throw, it's Wentz. Got his tight end, that's complete. That's Thomas. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now Wentz again. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Carson Wentz. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Eagles offense back out getting set for this next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Hurts to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Wentz now on 1st down. Open man is the tight end, John Bates. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. A big game here for Carson Wentz. He mostly got cheers. Some boos smattered him when he was announced before the game. But 35-32-1 was Wentz in his 5 years as the Phillies starter. His best year, well, you remember that one, 2017, finished 3rd in MVP voting. But a knee injury ended his season late and open. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the 1st quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
And that's their 1st sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's Aaron Sipos now. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Wentz now on 1st down. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Line of scrimmage is the 8 on 2nd and 8. Wentz. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Back to Gibson and another catch for him. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. These two teams all tied after one. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Here's Wentz to throw. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Wentz. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And incomplete on the deep ball. Washington on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Some good games coming up here in Week 3, the first weekend of fall officially. And tonight, the Niners and Broncos from Denver. 49er fans are probably saying, wait, I thought we were done with Russell Wilson. No, they'll see him tonight. And then on Monday night, Cowboys and Giants from MetLife Stadium kicking off at 8:15 Eastern. Montez Sweat with a tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They run the option on 2nd down. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll go again with Sanders. And a gain of 4 gets them right to the midfield stripe. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Washington offense set to take over. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie, and they start 1st and 10. But first down, Hurts sliding out of the pocket. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Hurts going to keep it again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Back to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing, and that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3, just get the ball right to the receiver.
This is the hitch route. Tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step, like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Pascal there to make the grab. And the Eagles have taken the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put it.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7.
14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7. 14-7.
So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense.
And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. From the 27, Hurts. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that first down run.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. He'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Back to throw here. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Here comes Antonio Gibson as he's set for another drive. And ball security has been a big issue. You see the numbers there. He's fumbled twice already.
And whenever we talk about ball security, it's not simply how you're holding the ball when you run it. It's all the other things that you do. Is it in the proper arm, meaning the sideline is protecting you? Are you dipping a shoulder to protect the ball as well? And obviously the 4 points of pressure to make sure it's tucked firmly against your body so people can't pop it out.
On 2nd and 10, Wentz. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Straight ahead, Gibson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing now is Wentz. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. A give up the middle to Gibson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a first carry here for Robinson. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Wentz. Able to connect with Dotson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. Winston Dotson, your connection there for the Commander first. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Throwing on first is Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Wentz going to throw. That one is slant to McLaurin. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Wentz to throw again. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Wentz. Throwing middle, and it's complete. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's second down. Hurts. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. Aaron Siposs on to punt as he'll get this one away now. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Washington going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Forced out to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And here comes Danny Johnson now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Carson Wentz leading the Commander offense back to the field. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Gibson again. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Wentz now to throw. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he's going to have a Commander's first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A handoff for Gibson.
He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. On play action, it's Wentz. Out to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Brandon Graham able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Now Wentz. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. To throw is Wentz. And that will be incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
Montez Sweat, the 3rd-year edge rusher, had 5 sacks in 10 games in 2021, limited due to injuries, but still an impressive 21 sacks in his first 3 years in the NFL.
Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. And here we go on the next drive for Washington. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
I like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
A, B, and C.
Gibson here running out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Wentz. And they're going to get this up to midfield. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
On this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
And that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
To try again after the sack. Wentz over the middle. He gets it to Gibson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. So here are the Eagles to take over. Trying to erase the memory of last week when they dropped one to the Minnesota Vikings. They're in the driver's seat right now with the lead. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's the option, running right. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Hurts going to keep it again. And oh, he coughed it up. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And now off to the races down the right side. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a 1-score game.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. It's complete to Brown, right side. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Hurts fumbles it. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And running with power here. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
We just saw the dilemma for every coach. You want them to fight for the extra yardage, but somehow continue to cover the football. Oftentimes when you fight that hard, the ball becomes exposed.
Defensively, it's obvious they're trying to be more aggressive. First tackle a little too aggressive. Second one, though, they strip it loose. The Commanders preparing for their next possession. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
A nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. On the draw, it's Gibson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Wentz. And he'll just get rid of it. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit. Position there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Wentz to the sideline on 4th down. Joey Sly is out there now for the Washington field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Sly able to put this one through. And that'll bring him back within 4. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Up the middle they go with Sanders. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And Pascal's got it. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Looking at a second and 11 now after the loss. Another run here with Sanders. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he will find Scott on the right side complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Deron Payne in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Deron Payne able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
So a big, big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This will get the lead up to 7. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a 4-point game. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this fourth quarter deficit.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
Wentz's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Now Wentz. Over the middle, it's Thomas.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
A give to Gibson running right. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brandon Graham getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Here's Wentz to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down, right around the 17. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. Oh no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the 4th. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making a play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. But they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Wentz now on 1st down. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the 1st down with his legs instead.
Wentz now on 1st down. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz over the middle, brought in by Dotson. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Here's a give to Gibson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Wentz. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback. And he hits a big one right there.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain. Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Throwing now is Wentz. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down, right around the 17. Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
But the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Wentz going to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brandon Graham. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 57's the mic. Mark 57.
Now Wentz. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turned the ball over. Terrible.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. The Eagles send out their punter now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. So Wentz and the Commanders down 21-17. A minute 47 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Now Wentz. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively, not a real surprise. They're in the dime. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Now Heineke on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra, it didn't pay off in that situation.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Hurts down to one knee, and that should just about do it. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffer the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting into midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for Philadelphia, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders,
they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Madden.